How does one build community, and what is it? You must build it together with other people. You can't do it on your own. You must also make sure it can endure throughout time and perpetuating itself. Community involves people coming together and contributing something to the collective. Everyone must play their part and bring something to the table. There can be no bystanders. What are the things which hurt community? There are numerous ways to do so, all falling under the umbrella of being a part of the community while contributing nothing or contributing negatively. One of the ways which our people have done great violence to community is how we deal with our women. I've gone over how men don't need women, but rather they need purpose. However, in order for our community to perpetuate itself, reproduction is required. We as human beings cannot asexually reproduce, so you must deal with the opposite sex to perpetuate the species. The Most High said when he created the man and put him in the garden, it wasn't good for him to be alone. Many have interpreted this as everyone needs to be in a romantic relationship. Three of the most important people in the Bible in Jesus, Paul, and John the Baptist, whom Jesus said was the greatest man ever born of a woman, were not in romantic relationships. Is this a contradiction, or have we misunderstood the Most High's statement? The Most High said it was not good for humans to be isolated. We need each other and must work together to build something of value in this world. We cannot do this without families. Every single person does not have to have a family, but there can be no strong communities without them. What is unfortunately prevalent in our community, such as it is, are unaccounted for women and unaccounted for children. It needs to be noted there's a difference between you not dealing with women and women not dealing with you. If you look at someone like the Apostle Paul, who was not a married man, he definitely had female support. He just didn't get romantically involved with them. This is in stark contrast to someone who women do not support. There's a problem there which needs to be addressed. The absence of female support is indicative of someone who is not creating any value. Many in our community have abused the female support they have to our detriment. We brag about our many sexual conquests with nothing to show for it but women whose lives have been ruined through promiscuity and children we have no intention nor ability to properly raise. The word husband is the root word to husbandry, which refers to the proper cultivation and growth of crops, as well as proper management of resources. The word husband has a definition and comes with a responsibility to make the household you are the head of one of exemplary value and contribution. Turning our women into used-up whores and soiling the landscape with illegitimate children is people pollution. Kids who grow up to perpetuate social dysfunctions are social weeds. We throw these kids to the wolves of the public school system to get them out of our hair, and they are turned into homosexuals, or overall just non-productive and non-competitive people dependent on the system to care for them. Most men today are beta males. The term beta, when used to refer to various products, indicates something not yet ready for the marketplace. It's something which is full of bugs and things that can break. Quality output and performance from the product cannot be guaranteed in this state. How our men are interacting with women is a result of the men simply not being ready for prime time. The community suffers when the leaders of said community are not qualified to lead. Leadership for men is not optional. You either succeed at it or fail at it, and your failure has a ripple effect throughout your community. Our community is in crisis because very few of our people are in any state to be leaders. We have latched on to a hedonistic lifestyle of indulging in various pleasures. The most significant one is our dealings with women. Meaningless sexual encounters are celebrated, and marriage and commitment to household is looked at as being square, uncool, or a fool's errand. We're looking for the jump off of the weekend and never the upright women to make a wife and a mother. Children are seen as financial hazards and accidents we either just abandon or attempt to deal with in shambles. These aren't things we should ever be proud of or make rap music about. Unfortunately, Through multiple generations of social illegitimacy, this is now the norm and is seen as honorable. A group of people cannot survive in this way. Its progeny will not have the means to continue. I talked about how sex is not an accomplishment. It is not a badge of honor to turn out a woman who otherwise could have been a proper wife for a proper man. Sex is only valuable when it is being used to strengthen the bond between a husband and his wife and to make the greatest contribution one can make to their community in creating new life and rearing it to be a productive member of that community. Some will say, we wouldn't do that to the upright women. We only do that to the hoes. Why are the hoes in our community? Why are males even dealing with these females at all? The hoes shouldn't exist, or at least shouldn't be getting any attention. Men seeking to be proper contributors to their community have no use for the hoes. These females have thrown their lives away through promiscuity and have rendered themselves worthless. The fact these chicks get any play at all is indicative of a serious problem. We must do better as men. Our women who are on these social media sites, or even in the adult film industry, had fathers. What home life do these females have to go this route? Men who are not married but have dealings with multiple females, you are the problem. We need to deal with you harshly, as you are why our community is in total disarray. The racist cop murdering our children in the street is not doing nearly as much damage to us as you are. We can take care of those on the outside assaulting our people, but we can't if none of our people are being prepared in upright households to do so. The kid raised on BET and hot and ready pizza isn't going to do anything for us. Laying on as many random women as you possibly can doesn't move the needle in our favor as a group. There's much work to be done in this area, and while you can't ignore the women's contribution to this problem, it is on the men to set the tone and set the standard. Women follow the men. All the disrespect our women give to us, they do not give to men of other people groups. To be a leader, you have to lead. The state of the company falls on the owner. The state of the team falls on the head coach. And the state of the community falls on the men.